Good evening, welcome to Geir Ivar Går Tur. I'm Geir Ivar and I'm going hiking. This evening I'm at a cave, or underneath a rock really. And I'm going to spend the night here, and I'll tell you a little bit about the story of this cave and the Second World War. So please join me inside and I'll show you around. This area here is the kitchen and the table, sort of, where I just bunched my gear. And this is the rest of the cave. My headlamp is a bit brighter. This is the cave. I'll try to make it a bit cozier, but yeah, we'll see. I guess I'll sleep over there. It's getting dark soon, so the first order of business is to go to the nearest little creek to find some water. There's a few hundred meters to the creek. I hope it doesn't get dark before I have to find the cave again. I got a bit lucky. This isn't really the creek I was looking for, but I don't have to go just as far. This is a tiny little one. This cave is quite hard to find even when you know where it is. My chair. Some luxury I got to have. Whew. Not quite balanced. Oh, but I can relax inside the cave for a bit. Got to get out of the rain here. Meanwhile, you can listen to my story of this cave and why I'm here. Today is the 6th of October, and I'm going to do my October sleepover outside in this cave. I missed my September one because of reasons, no good ones, so I won't complete my yearly goal of 12. But I'll try to complete October, November and December anyway. So this one is special. In the start of the video you'll see a dedication. Viggo was my godfather. He was born the same day the Germans invaded Norway in 1940, 9th April 1940. And he passed away this August at 81 years old. This cave has a special place in war history and his family's history, because his family was about to be forcibly evacuated like everyone else, but they escaped up into the mountain and lived in this cave for a while during the fall. At least October, maybe November, perhaps even as far as over Christmas, but I don't really know. My godfather was 4.5 years old, and he had a younger sibling and older ones. There were several grown-ups, so there were about 10 people living in this cave, and some were sleeping in a small one I'll show you tomorrow. Yeah, I found one good spot for my mattress here, and maybe we could sleep 2 or 3 fairly comfortable. My village was invaded by the Germans in August 1940, and they built a huge coastal fortress here. There were about 300 inhabitants before the war, and with the Germans there were around 3,000 during, and a lot of prisoners of war as well. When the Germans were losing the war after the D-Day in June 1944, they were forcibly evacuating every inhabitant in northern Norway from the Russian border to the east side of the Lyngen Alps. And we are just on the east side. So some of the last areas evacuated was here. And like many places in this area, some people didn't want to be evacuated, and they fled into the mountains and hid, like this family. So I'm going to stay overnight in this cave to in memory of my godfather Viggo and his family, who stayed here for at least a month, maybe several months, the autumn fall of 1944. This cave is really hard to find. 2 days ago I was with my parents. They knew where it was, but we still spent a lot of time looking for it. Today I had a GPS marker and I still had to look a bit for it. It's hidden, really well hidden. I'm under the roof, the rocks. I'm going to bed. I've been outside cutting some wood. I'll show you tomorrow. Good night from the cave, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Daylight is almost back. I'm going to get moving. I couldn't make up my mind for a good place to make a fire in this cave. The smoke would fill up fairly quickly, and it's very wet outside, and I had to change a lot. Since this is sort of culture historical site, unofficially, I will not disturb it too much. So I think I'll pack up and get home for a coffee and breakfast. Simple and easy this time. Yeah, it's almost snowing, sleeting today. I had a warm night anyway, and I'm packing up my cave. So I'm almost packed up. I cleared the path last night. It was a bit dark and wet, so I didn't bother filming. I'm going to leave. This is the other sleeping cave. Some of the family members probably slept in. It's not much, that one either. This has been an exciting overnighter. Maybe not the best film. Thank you for joining me on this trip as well, and I hope to see you on the next one.